Giants are one strike away from getting a win.
I mean, that is a nasty sinker. I don't see it. You don't see all the movement on it at 98, but that thing's moving.
1-2. Miller throws. He got him with the fastball. And some emotion from Eric Miller. Big time. And now Stewart and Miller's pointing at all the Reds. Here comes the Reds bench. The game is over. The Giants have just won. And Stewart, I guess he didn't like the reaction. I don't know. Everybody coming in from the bullpens on both sides. Hopefully we can just sort of agree game's over. Let's move on. That's about as much emotion as we've ever seen from Eric Miller. I mean, he literally started pointing all over to the Reds dugout, and he's getting hugs back in the Giants dugout, safe haven, after finishing off a 3-0 Giants win.
Well, all he did is celebrate. He didn't do anything to Sal Stewart. I can't imagine what he must have said something. I mean, you're allowed to celebrate when you strike out a batter to finish the game, especially a save situation. It didn't look like he did anything wrong.
Hey, look, the Giants have had a real sluggish start to this year and have not played good baseball for the first 2 weeks. These last two games, last night it didn't make the difference in the outcome, but last night and today, some feistiness from the Giants, some fight. I think it's good to see.
I love it. I love the bat break by Devers yesterday after he swung and missed, broke his bat, and then Brubaker in the 8th inning last night, you know, yelling at the umpire, getting into it with Steer, and then today with the hit by pitch and then the retaliation. I don't know. I love it. I think this is exactly what this team needed right now.
Big time performance too from that guy Eric Miller. He went through the big boys and got the Giants a much needed win. What a beautifully pitched game. The Reds get one hit and the Giants pitch a shutout. 3-0 final for Sean Estes. Dave Fleming saying thanks for being with us. Stay tuned for Toyota Giants post-game live starting last year.
Lopez fires one to the backstop. It's right back to Heim, who throws late to second base. Albies just missed the tag as Shotwell advances on a wild pitch.
The rebound by Heim, a quick throw. He was trying to tag Shotwell. Albies in the back foot and leg area. Didn't get it down. Just missed the tag. Hit the dirt.
Now here comes Soler going after Lopez. They square up, and Soler and Lopez are throwing haymakers. They're going after each other. Soler is finally tackled from behind as the Angels and Braves are all out onto the field. That came up out of nowhere. Soler was upset after a couple of pitches were high and in after he hit yet another homer off Lopez. And a fight broke out just out of thin air.
When you see that baseball being thrown that far again, we talked about success against them.
Well, that's one way to settle your differences between Ronaldo Lopez and Jorge Soler. Well, that's the last time we're putting on hockey jerseys.
Yes. Always trying to calm down his former teammate there.
Now the Angels now splitting apart with Albies and his arm around Soler there. Jorge being held back. Ronaldo Lopez as well by his pitching coach. And listen to this crowd for Jorge Soler.
Almost felt like it was Walt Weiss was in there to be able to try to stop that.
Yeah, it seemed to be. Well, the first pitch to Soler in this at-bat was upstairs. Remember, he got hit by a pitch earlier in the game as well, after the home run. So they just kind of stared each other down after Shotwell advanced on that wild pitch.
It's two big boys, too.
And Soler, Well, it took a couple of steps. Lopez said, well, come get me. And it was on. And the Dukes were flying.
There's some serious haymakers there, too.
There weren't really any other instigators. Sometimes in these fights, you see multiple fights break out. As somebody lands a punch.
Walt Weiss, the manager, with the tackle.
Well, he's a scrappy old ball player, you know. So now the umpires have to sort this out. Soler and Lopez just kind of stared at each other for a while before the fists started flying.
Both the pitcher and the batter are being ejected for fighting, and both clubs are now warned for the rest of the game.
So the warnings have been distributed. I believe both players, he said, were ejected.
Yes.
Well, that's one way to get Lopez out of the game. Go throw a fist at him.
Walt Weiss is wondering why his pitcher's thrown out. Well, you walk out there and wave him out, you're going to be thrown out also.
And I think that's what Vic Carapazza is explaining right now, that, well, Lopez in some ways instigated this just as much as Soler.
I mean, when you have those type of numbers against you, you just think that if you're Jorge Soler, especially when you get hit.
Well, he got hit, and then he got another one thrown over his head.
Exactly.
And that was in addition to the hit by pitch earlier. Jorge never took his eyes off Lopez.
Lopez at this point is staring right in at him also.
And after a moment, Soler said, well, what are you staring at me for? And Walt Weiss did what he could to stop this from getting worse. Look at that
That tackle by Walt Weiss.
That's how you tackle in the open field.
Yes.